We're gonna jump right in, bro.
Already. Already.
So you got Perfeq Mix, right? That's how am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So what's good with it? Tell me about it. What you got going on, man? Where you at? What is it? Who you cater to?
All right. Dang. All right. So,
Yeah.
all right, Perfect Mix is it's my baby, man. Like simple as that. It's my baby. It's my all natural lemonade brand that I
Mm.
came up with on my own. 100% natural lemonade. They all handcrafted. I make all of them by hand. And right now it's at the point to where I'm at 35 flavors that I offer. All
35
by
flavors?
yeah, I
And you
actually
making
have
them
it
by
all
hand.
all by hand.
You got
Yeah.
help, right?
Nah, me
No?
myself, me myself and I.
Are you doing all this in your spot?
In the kitchen, in the crib, like the spot that you I'm actually in the spot now. The spot is not gonna be, a production area. It's gonna be a distribution area, you
Right.
know. What I want to use the spot for, what I want to use your neighborhood lemonade stand for is so much more than lemonade. It's going to be a place where you can have open mic nights, poetry nights. I actually have a CPR course that's going to be held here next week, but it's going to be a spot, a community hub, a place to give back to the community. You
Okay, so
know?
you got your spot that other people can use as a hub too. It's definitely motivational. I already know. I see you, cuzzo. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
love, man. Yeah, your spot is nice too.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah,
So, what's the top 5 flavors, yo? What would you say?
all of them. Like every single flavor that I make, because I say all of them because if you have a lemonade that you've never had, for example, you have never had a banana lemonade, right?
I
And I'm in
haven't.
the that's Nanolade. Nanolade is my baby. But Nanolade, like I'm about to make it right now. I just bought 40 pounds of bananas the other day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you really going in? We're
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah. It's not by pretend when I do it. You know what I mean? So like you have that, then you have grapefruit lemonade, you got strawberry lemonade, you got kiwi, then you got to think of all different type of grapes that there is. I got 5 different grape lemonades, and every grape has its own flavor.
that's,
Every
that's
apple has its own flavor. You know what I mean? So
I'm liking
every
it.
lemon, every lemonade literally it has its own story to it. So you find somebody who doesn't like regular lemonade, but you find somebody who likes peach lemonade. You know what I mean? But somebody might like a peach lemonade and then have a nectarine lemonade and be like, dang, those are two totally different things. You know what I mean? Look the same, but don't taste the same. And that's pretty much what comes from it. You
Hmm.
know,
Where did this influence come from? Like, why?
honestly, like
Just straight up hustle, or do you like lemonade? Like,
I love lemonade, bro. I love lemonade, like drinking it. But I used to just make country time lemonade. Friends
well,
friends
I
would
was
come
gonna
up.
say country time to you, and I didn't.
Yeah, like that's what it came from, making country time lemonade. Friends come over. I'll make some country time lemonade, and when they would taste it, they'd be like, "Hell, bro, what is
Hmm.
this?" And I'm like, "It's just country time. I've been making it the same way my whole life." And one of my friends actually asked me and said, "Yo, you ever thought about making a fresh squeeze lemonade?" I was like, "No, never thought about it. I'll try
Straight
it."
like that.
Straight like that. I started pondering on it. You know what I mean? Started pondering on it. I was like, if I did make a fresh squeezed lemonade, what's the worst that could happen? You know, it's either gonna taste good or it's not.
Right.
And I
So
made it.
wait. So you came off of that idea because you made some good lemonade one time. One of the homies was like, "Yo, you ever thought about producing your own?" That's how
Yeah,
good your lemonade was.
yeah, yeah.
This is crazy. All right. So you did you lemonade stand it out?
Nah, like the way I started last year in May of last year.
I
I,
seen
I
you.
made my
I remember.
Yeah, I made my first lemonade of May of last year. I had my super. My super was actually coming in my house to fix something. So I made the gallon, made a gallon the night before, and I poured some up because he came in my house right before I had gone to work. I was going to take some to my job and have people try it out. So I said, "Yo, try this. Tell me what you think about it." He tasted it. As soon as he tasted it, he said, "Oh, you on to something." And I was like, oh, okay. I went to work and I let everybody at my job taste some. And everybody at my job was like, oh, what is this? You on to something. I was like, oh, okay,
It was
cool.
just regular flavored lemonade.
Regular flavored lemonade. And then I waited for a few days, and then I put it up on Instagram. And that's when I put it up on Instagram. When I put it up on Instagram, the first day that I put it on Instagram, I had my first sale within 45 minutes. And then
That
from
first
that,
sale is a hard one to get.
yeah, and it came very fast. You know what I mean? And
Was
it went
that
from
because of people that knew you were doing it already?
it was literally somebody. It was my barber. It was my barber. You know, he had hit me up and was like, "Yo, what's this?" I was like, I started making lemonade. I did regular and strawberry, and he was like, "All right, bring me two bottles." So I was like, "All right, cool. I'll bring you 2 bottles." Go to his crib. I brought a little stack with me just in case. So he ends up buying a regular and a strawberry. And then he was like, matter of fact, let me get 3. So I go back out to the car. When I go back into his house, he's standing in the house like with a pose, like the Captain Morgan stance, with the bottle linked all the way back, finishing the bottle of strawberry, and said, bro, what the hell was that? Go get another one. You feel me? It went that fast. Like, okay, I sold 4 bottles on my first sale. And from there, it went from selling 4 bottles. Then the next day, I sold 8 bottles. Then the next day, I sold 16 bottles. The next day, and then it went very fast. And then I started
Ever since then, it's just been progress. You never stopped.
It hasn't stopped. It went from that. It went from me doing that to doing farmers markets to selling at the football games, and then selling at the football games. Last year, I wasn't playing, so I was getting it into everybody's hands at the football games. And mind you, the football league that I'm in is from Connecticut, New York, Jersey, and PA. So you're getting it in different people's hands when you're there.
And they going home, taking it to where they from.
Yeah.
Lemonade you had.
Yeah. Whatever flavors I had, I'd bring it.
Be honest, Joe. Is your lemonade infused with weed, man?
Nah.
I'm playing.
Yeah. It's 100% natural. It's infused with love. You know what I mean?
You were gonna say it. Yeah. That's gotta be. That's a fact. That's dope.
Yeah. That's everything that I do.
How much are they per?
They vary. Like, I don't know if you saw last year, I had different sizes. I was doing mad different sizes of bottles. And then COVID hit, so the bottles stopped coming out. But the regular size bottles that I have, they vary between $7 and $9. So, they 16-ounce jars, 16-ounce mason jars that vary between $7 and $9. Then with the other sizes, they jump around. They can go up to $40 for a half gallon. It's a premium lemonade. It ain't no Minute Maid. It ain't, Simply.
Right. It's an exquisite Kool-Aid.
Yeah, there you go.
It's an upscale Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
that's healthy tier for you, actually. So is it so you got natural sugar in there? What you doing?
It's brown sugar. It's 100% natural. So everything that's in it. So if I say that it's mango lemonade, it's literally squeezed mango that I did what I had to do to get, all the fruit off of it. And then the lemons, I literally cut, like the other day, I cut 200 lemons. You know what I mean? By hand. I'm cutting 200 lemons and squeezing 200 lemons by hand, to get the lemon juice.
Oh, you on it. Do you have a 9 to 5?
No, I have a Perfeq Mix.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, bro. Because you said that's what you're doing, and you getting your bottles out. So if they know you coming to an event, are you starting to cater stuff now? They
I cater. I like it's so intricate. It's a very intricate system. I started out by just doing hand-to-hand sales, and then hand-to-hand sales turned into me shipping out around the country. I sold 6,000 bottles last year by shipping it around the nation. I got it to North Carolina, Texas, New York, PA, Cali, Oregon, Washington State, Michigan, Minnesota, Idaho, Florida. It was no holding back, once I got the drink out there. And then it was like, okay, I can do that.
Would you say that this business scaled because of you playing it's a semi-pro league, right?
Yeah.
Did it scale that way from the players? What did that?
Because at the semi-pro games, people are selling everything. You got, I got my mans out there selling, nutcrackers and stuff like that. And, everybody's always looking for something to drink at the games. It's semi-pro, so there ain't a lot of sponsors in it. You know what I mean? Everybody just getting their bread because you got fans that come to the game. Every player got at least one person that come and support. You know what I mean? But at the same time that you have that in the concession stand, what you selling inside the concession stand besides Gatorade? You know what I mean? So I really looked at it like, all right, if I go to the game, you got kids, but you also have adults who don't want to have to drink something. And something like Gatorade tastes good, but Gatorade ain't nothing but a bunch of sugar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A
It's
lot.
a bunch of sugar and color. And they say that it's electrolytes, but really you drinking something that is giving you a sugar boost. You know what I mean? Why not replace everything that you have with something natural, like banana lemonade, Nanolade. I'm gonna call it Nanolade because that's what it is. I say banana, but it's called Nanolade. That's what it is since I first came up with the idea, and that's my missile. That's literally the missile within my business. You know what I mean?
That drink right there?
Yeah, that's my missile. I said it last year when I was coming up with it. I said, yo, I'm gonna make a banana lemonade. Nobody gonna know about it, but when it finally does touch down, it's gonna become that drink that everybody seeks after. Right now, it's the drink that everybody seeks after. I just make it every now and again. You know what I mean?
So they wait on it.
They wait on it.
All right.
You know
so
what I
when
mean?
you go to these games, people that's had it already. So like their kid gets it, their parent get it. Are they waiting like, yo, do you back? Like,
yeah, they be like, yo, you got Nanolade, bro. Like people be like I literally I don't know if you saw the pictures earlier this week from the football game. I literally played. I played the game. I played middle linebacker. So played the game. As soon as the game was over, started selling lemonade. You know what I mean? Like
on the field?
Right after still wearing my pants. I'm like, yo, what's up? Da 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 da. And all the players are coming to get some. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are supporting it because, as you know, football is a brotherhood. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's family.
So, and that's whether it's your teammates or it's people you're going against. Crazy thing is the team that we went against last week. I play for a team that's in Staten Island. Team that we played against is the team that's based out of here where I live at. Everybody on that team is the homie. Either they've been a teammate or they friends off the field.
Got you.
They all support it. They putting it out there. They speaking on it. You know what I mean? And it's crazy that as soon as I did that, as soon as I finished that, put those pictures up, the commissioner of the league officially makes me a sponsor of the league. You know me? Because I did this last year. Like I said, I did it last year when I wasn't playing. And I was getting it out there. I'm taking all these pictures of all the players. You see the players in their jerseys. You see them out of it. But you bring an awareness to it because semi-pro is semi-pro. It doesn't have a big scope on it. You know what I mean? The scope of semi-pro is only known by those who know about it. And my goal.
So you could grow the league. You know, it can help expand the word of the league as well. Like, exactly. Hey, Perfeq Mix is blowing it. Perfeq Mix is the sponsor of this league, so we know Perfeq Mix. We know this league.
Exactly.
I love it, bro. I love it.
And that's what this is to me. Like, Perfeq Mix is my baby. Like, honestly, I didn't start the business to be a business. I did it because I was really just chasing happiness. Like, I worked as a social worker for so many years, and you realize that being a social worker, it takes everything out of you because you're giving it to somebody else. Like you're going outside of yourself to make sure that somebody else is okay. Like I was an addictions counselor before I did this. You know how hard it is to be an addictions counselor?
I don't, but I could imagine because that addictions, that's gotta be tough, bro.
Right. So dealing with something like that, dealing with the fact that you are working with people who are working through some things. And I'm from Virginia. I live in New Jersey. I don't have family support up here. You know what I mean? I don't get to go home at nighttime and have somebody who helps me get that off my shoulders. I literally took that home every night. You know what I mean?
And I was being creative, man. They say that's close to godliness. That's our closest, thing that we can reach out with because you get to expand so much more. That's your real love. Creative. You saying you love that more than what your degree got you because look, you stand up, you say you cut 200 lemons, in there juicing mangoes. That is not an easy fruit. Any of that is not easy to do. And I'm like, you doing this all night? So I commend you, man. Like, and especially, a black man out here doing that, holding his own, you talking big numbers. Like I haven't even heard, I wasn't even expecting. I'm like, okay, it's like that. Man, I can see somebody else bigger picking it up. And I think they will. As you bring people in your spot too, as they in there hosting and you got your thing, ain't nothing like having a hub because they're going to associate your place of business with that.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's what it is for me. Like the way I see this is just a stepping stone along the way. Like this wasn't my full idea. You know what I mean? This wasn't my full idea. The fact it was spoken about, you know what I mean? It was something that I thought about at the very beginning. Like I said in one of my posts that me and my dad had this conversation a year ago when I first started. And he was like, I was like, eventually, you know, it might open a store. And he said, if you're going to open a store, you got to call it Perfeq Mix, your neighborhood lemonade stand. I know it's not something that he remembered, but I held on to the conversation. It's my dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His word carry weight.
Right.
On top of that, the logo is something that he drew. So for it to be up on that banner and be out on the street, for it to be drawn in a mural, I'm like, yeah, like that's your drawing that you drew. Something I seen you do my whole life is for everybody else to see. You know what I mean? This is bigger than just lemonade. It's like to the world, that's what they see. They see the product, but they don't know what goes behind.
There's so much more mentorship and symbolism in that, you know, from you being a great, you know, high achieving Black man, from fatherhood. You know what I'm saying? Like how much that's deep rooted in us. That's very important. It just shows how much what some people have, that power, a father in your life can give you.
Right. Exactly.
It's great.
Exactly. So, you know, like what I see this turning into is this is just going to be a community hub. You know what I mean? Like you can come here and get your lemonade. You going to come, like when I had my little event a few weeks ago, when the video that is out, you know, with my family walking in, that's literally all it was my family being able to see this for the first time. You know, they all live down in Virginia. You know what I mean? So
I thought it was a soft opening.
Nah, it was a soft opening in the sense of, it's the first time I opened the doors to the public. I finally took down the paper from the wall, you know, but all it was just showing my family. We had my son's birthday party here. It's like, I learned that if you want to set an energy, if you want a certain type of energy, you have to open the door the way you intend to close out. You know what I mean? So I wanted to be able to have my son's birthday party. I was doing all of this work that's in here so that my son's birthday party could be here, so that I could bring his mother's family, even though we not together. It was bring his mother's family, bring my family together, just to be like, look, this is what we do it for. You know what I mean? Like, we can throw that birthday party in here. We can have that love in here. You know what I mean?
Who designed the whole inside and everything?
Who designed it?
Yeah.
What's it called? The muralist. His name is Hans Lundy. He is a beast.
So you just linked up with him? You hired him, or
what? And it was by God, you know, like literally, like I was looking to the wall that has my mural on it, and I'll show you, like that wall right there.
Y'all see that?
That wall single-handedly. Like when we sat down, or when we first came in here, the part that says Perfeq Mix, the purple part, in my head, that's how big I thought of having the space. My walls were white. This whole store was white. You know what I mean? And that was all I could see was, I'm going to have a spot in the store for people to go take a picture, da-da-da-da-da-da. We sat down, talked for a little bit, and he said, I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to do your whole wall at the price of doing one wall. So he looked out very, you know, he like, and you know, that was just something that was just like, damn, like I can't appreciate you enough for bringing.
You spoke on energy earlier, bro. You know, and that's what you give out, it come back in waves. Like that's how much you're giving out. You ain't even talking about, yo, I went and started this as a business. You like, I started this from love. So like everybody's giving that back to you.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. And it's, you know, it's fun. I know honestly for me that's all I want Perfeq Mix to be. The business side of it is cool. And eventually I'm gonna hire people to do the business side.
You're gonna have to, because it's gonna get crazy.
Nah, I know it is. And for me mentally, I'm like, cool, I'll do the business part right now because I have to learn it for myself. I wasn't a businessman prior to. But eventually I'm letting go of all the business parts and hiring somebody to run all that. Just tell me when. You know, tell me when
well, I think things are gonna force you, you know what I'm saying? Because you're taking off so crazy. Once you get the spot, you got a location now, and that's gonna be like a landmark where you at. Where are you? You said you in
East Orange.
Okay.
I'm in East Orange, and I'm on Main Street. Like the location is literally 12 buses stop right at my store. right
Everything
across.
lined up perfect. Did you plan that, or was this the only place open?
No, like they literally called me. Like, and that's what makes it so crazy is because I was down in Virginia at the beginning of this, at the beginning of when COVID started breaking out and all that, and it started getting to the part that they started doing shutdowns and everything. When I saw that pop up on TV, I left New Jersey. I went down to Virginia, went to my mom and dad's house and said, I'm going to be here for a little bit because I'm not dealing with that. Went to my mom and dad's house, stayed down there for 2 months. And then while I was down in Virginia, sales was going. I went down there with about 150, 200 bottles, sold all of those. While I was at my mom and dad's house, made their house into the lab. And then came back up here with 200 bottles already on deck.
What were they saying while they were watching you do this? Like, this is what you do?
Yeah, because it was their first time being able to see how much really goes into me making a lemonade. Seeing that I wake up early in the morning and that I go through all the process. Every different lemonade has a different process, depending on what kind of fruit it is.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's why I say you're gonna have to hire people because you got 35 flavors. That's right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's the easy part. Making the lemonade is the easy part. It's the business outside of it that make it hard. Because it's like, I'm not a businessman. You know what I mean? And like for me, my biggest thing is that I love making lemonade. I don't love making money. You know what I mean? So in that, I'm not like my
You're not in it for money, even though it's helping out.
It comes. It comes.
So what are you looking for in terms of business?
Like I know that this lemonade is going to become a national brand. At least my regular and strawberry are going to become national. They're going to be well known. They're going to become like one of my goals was to become a sponsor in the leagues. You know what I mean? And within a span of one game, I became a sponsor. You see that my name is on the league website. Fire to me. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, like my name is up there, and I wasn't expecting it to happen like that.
It's gonna keep going.
Yeah. So it's like I want to be able to have my own warehouse. I want to be able to have my own distribution line. I want to be able to have all of that.
A team of people to come in or you want to build a team that can help you expand it so you can focus on hustling,
making lemonade,
marketing it.
Yep, making lemonade. That's all I want to do. I want to make lemonade and then like hire everybody else to do everything else, but just do it the way that I've been doing it.
Like a chef.
You know what I mean?
Like this is your restaurant. You know what I'm saying? This is your recipe.
Yeah.
I'll distribute, put it out, make sure the world sees it.
Yeah.
I want to have what I've been doing. I want to take care of my babies.
Right. And then what I honestly want to do for the store, like what I want to do for the location, although it's going to be a community hub doing what it is, I want it to be that regular and strawberry make it out into every part of the nation. You see regular and strawberry everywhere with the same quality in which I made it at. You know what I mean?
And what is it?
Regular lemonade.
Oh, regular lemonade and strawberry.
Yeah, and strawberry lemonade. I want those two to be the ones that go boom. Like, yeah, you see this everywhere. But when you find that, you come searching. You come to East Orange, New Jersey. You come to this place to see the walls, but also to experience the lemonade, to also experience, the type of open mic nights that we have, the poetry nights that we have, the paint and sips. Like, it's going to be a destination that's like, dang,
like
I came here doing
a landmark out there for real.
Exactly.
I got it.
And yeah, that's how I want it to be. I want it to be an experience when you walk in from the music playing. You heard the music playing when you first called. Mm-hmm. Like I did me and my best friend, we did the wiring of all the sound system in here. You know what I mean? Most of the stuff that's in here besides the painting on the walls, like buying the tables and stuff like that, that was on me. You know what I mean? I went to go pick up the tables. I wiped them down. Like everything about this is very personal. And that's all I wanted to continue being. I don't want it to be an impersonal at any phase of this. You know what I mean? I literally spoke with somebody just now who was giving me ideas about selling other drinks inside of my store. No. like I'm gonna figure this thing out.
The hard part. Flavors, yo.
Yeah. And it's like they're not always gonna be ready. They're not always gonna be ready. It's handcrafted. You know what I mean? The numbers are all like it'll be to a point where I'm gonna have people outside waiting in line, and I'm gonna be like, "Sorry, y'all, we ran out." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if we ran out, come in, buy it, and I'll send it out to you. If you came from somewhere far away, I'll make sure that you get your drinks to you. You know what I mean?
Until you get a team that can push them like that.
Yeah, but like that, because I make them like that, you're gonna come here and you're gonna find out that outside of regular and strawberry, that there's 35 and counting. Like 35 is in my ceiling. Like I still haven't made guava, I still haven't made papaya, I still haven't made passion fruit, still haven't made canepa, still haven't made tamarindo. I haven't made a bunch of fruits that you don't usually think of being made into a lemonade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Star fruit, dragon fruit, all those things can be turned into something. You know what I mean? You just have to be willing to say,
right.
Yeah.
So are you taste testing like every night? Like, you know what? Let's try this. No,
like literally most of the lemonades that I made was one shot, one kill. You know what I mean? Like that's how it usually is, and it's not a taste test for me. Like I made a pina colada lemonade a couple months back. You know, an actual pineapple, an actual coconut. Mixed them up. It was like
your original recipe, and everything happens to go with your recipe.
Yeah. And I was like, let's see how this goes. And it worked because like certain lemonades take, like the thing about them is that certain lemonades take a certain amount of lemon juice. You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. It's not like it's you make a lemonade and then pour the juice in there. Nah, it's like all the fruit juices mixed at a certain point. You know what I mean? So the strawberry, they all have their own chemistry to it. You know what I mean? Like the one thing that I look for after I make my lemonade is when I pour it up and put that last little bit of water into it, it starts to bubble a certain type of way. That lets me go, yeah, I did that. You know?
Man, over here picking drugs.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it looked like. It looked like you in the trap every time you in the lab. That like everybody who's been there. Yep. Everybody who's been to the trap has seen that.
That's dope. No pun intended.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you are you taking donations or any type of?
I'm trying, man. I've been trying to get it out there because it's hard. You know what I mean? Like sales generating is one thing. Sales are gonna happen, but you run out of product. You know what I mean? And sales are what got me into this. I spent $20,000 on this store so far. You know what I mean? And that was out of pocket. Like I've been trying to get the donations through GoFundMe. I try to get the donations through the Cash App. You know, I just wanted to like
everybody, y'all see the link. We're gonna drop a link. You should see it right now.
Yeah.
Y'all support that.
Yeah. So like that's my big thing is just trying to get it out there because I know that my biggest thing right now is the store is not open yet. Mm-hmm. You know, if I can get to that start line, and that's what I keep telling myself, get to the start line. You know what I mean? Right now I'm at the warm-ups where, you know, you're getting that last stretch before they say, on your mark. You know, when they say on your mark, all right, cool. If you allow me to get to the start line and I can open that door, once I open that door, everything else is going to fall into place because you're going to be able to rent this place out for your birthday party. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The lemonade will be served at your birthday party. You know what I mean? Oh, you want to have another type of event. Yo, I was looking to have a da-da-da-da-da-da. Go ahead. You can rent out this space. I'm renting out the space for the CPR course. You know what I mean? But also with it,
going to be there.
The lemonade's
gonna, man. It's about to boom because everybody that come. So you got the CPR course. You got an open mic night next week.
The open mic night won't be until after. It won't be until I actually open the doors.
So they're following each other.
Like, yeah, they're gonna fight. Like the CPR course is just to show. The CPR course is to show that you can have an event here. Because once I start taking those pictures and showing people all within the spot, showing you the versatility. And one thing I put into my mission statement is that Perfeq Mix is versatile. You know what I mean? The drink is versatile. It can honestly be the drink that you mix with your liquor, but at the same time, it's the drink that you can share between a grandparent and a grandchild. At the same time, it can be something that you drink next to your meal, but it's also healthy enough to be the sports drink that replaces Gatorade. You know what I mean? Right. It's a versatile drink. It has no limitation to what it is.
Fruit is more alkaline than anything they putting in those.
Exactly.
So, yeah, man, head on. I love it. I love the mission statement. I love everything you're standing for, what you're doing. The grind is real. And
yeah.
You see that they go up, man.
Yeah.
Real.
Make this thing into something. Make it to one of those drinks that you see in the store. You know,
it's gonna be. And you know what? Honestly, if it ain't, we don't even care because you got your own spot. If you make it there, if it becomes that landmark that it's gonna be, then people are gonna be coming there. Like I was in Atlanta, and when people come to Atlanta, a lot of people go to Slutty Vegan.
Yeah, I've heard about that spot.
You know, shameless plug, but you know that's where people are going. You want to go there. That's what your spot is gonna be like. They're like, oh, we're going to East Orange, and we got to go to Perfeq Mix. Like if you go to Nip, if you go to Compton,
you got to go to the Marathon.
Yeah,
and that's honestly, that's when Nip inspired me mad much. Like I say that because literally when I started this, when I first started Perfeq Mix, like I call the lab because that's exactly what it is. I turn my music on, like that's why you hear how loud my music is in here, because it's the same process as when I'm in the lab. You know what I mean? Like, and what I used to do, I used to just listen to the entire Victory Lap album. I listen to all of Nip. I got everything. I've been listening to Nip since he came out. Right. But I listened to Victory Lap, and the song that made me say that I was going to jump out the window with this, because I was working. I was working while making the lemonade, but the song was Dedication. You know what I mean? And when he says, you know what I mean? We say, ain't no point in playing defense. That's why I drove off the deep end without a life jacket. At the end of the day, that all that said to me was, yeah, like if either you're going to do it or you not. You know what I mean? It don't matter if you have a backup plan or not, but if you don't give it 100% of your effort, if you don't put everything that you have into what you're doing right now and you half-ass it, you're going to get half-ass results. You know what I mean? It's literally exactly what you put into it is what's going to come back. And the moment I decided that I was going to go 3 times as hard as I was and realized that I was giving somebody else 100+ hours every check, why can't I give myself 100+ hours and see what that turns into? If I give 100+ hours of energy into this business, look what it turned into. It turned into 6,000 bottles being sold off of my back. You know what I mean?
And that website much better than that dollar made in another setting, another corporate office for somebody else, right?
Exactly.
You know, building it yourself. But man, I like to say it to a lot of people. It's not, you're successful already. So let's not say like, yo, when I get here, I'm going to be successful. Successful is in the doing what you love to do. So now you're already succeeding.
Successful is waking up and being happy. You know what I mean? And that's how I look at it. I'm not chasing anything. At this point, I'm not chasing number. I'm not chasing status. I'm not chasing any, like, it's funny that, you know, I can wake up and manifest something. And whether I reach that goal or not, it's mad dope just to smile and be happy. You know, like, I'm not stressed because I'm not going to work for somebody and trying to meet somebody's expectation. You know,
your own goals.
Your own goals. And then
if you fail, it's on you. So it feels much better and you're not going to fail.
Exactly.
You know, you can bet on yourself.
Exactly. I know if I bet on myself, who going against me? But if I bet on myself, why would I go against myself? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't believe that failure, I read the quote yesterday, is the only time you fail is when you give up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Everything else is just, it's difficult, but you prepared yourself for difficult times. You know what I mean?
You gotta love the process, even when it's tough. You know,
that's the best time because it teaches you how to get through it. If you decide to fold just because it's not looking the same way that it did before, then it wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? And that's how I look at it. Is if you only want something when it's good, it's just like a relationship. You know what I mean? No relationship is easy. Yeah, it can be all blissful in the beginning. There's gonna be a point where you look at the person that you're with and be like, I really don't like you.
It happens.
You know what I mean?
It definitely happens, man, and that's when it shows, you know.
And that's where you have to.
What are you gonna do?
You reach back down into your foundation, you know. And once you reach back down to your foundation and remember why you're doing it for, remember what it is that you love about it. Don't stop. Like and what I've seen is the thing that makes it hard is the external factors. You know, just like in a relationship, the things that are the external factors. Those are the things that hit you. It's finances. And then as soon as finances, when the thing that makes it so hard is finances make you turn your head away from what you're focused on. You know what I mean? Because now you're trying to
be focused on those things, but that's part of that pressure.
Exactly.
That pressure. You're right.
Exactly.
Business is very much like a relationship.
It's a relationship. That's all it is.
You just constantly making a baby and raising a child. Mm-hmm. But tell the streets who you are, what your name is, what you're going by out there. It was a pleasure having you, family.
Nah, I appreciate you, cuz. Like, real, I appreciate you. I'm glad we finally got to it, right?
Definitely.
But everybody, my name is Anthony Greene. I am the founder, the proprietor, the head mixologist, the everything. I'm the heartbeat to my business, which is called Perfeq Mix. Perfeq Mix is my 100% natural handcrafted fruit blended lemonades. Right now, we got 35 different flavors of lemonade. Favorite flavor right now.
Where can we get it? Where can we get it?
All right. Where you can get it right now. I'm currently working on the website, just revamping it, but you can go to www.perfeqmix.com. I ship all around the nation. And in a few weeks, you're going to be able to come to Perfeq Mix, your neighborhood lemonade stand here in East Orange, New Jersey. This will be the home, the hub. This is where you'll be able to come grab one of the 35 different flavors and also experience, what Perfeq Mix actually is. It's more than lemonade. So.
And everybody who's like watching this, they can just hit you on the gram or online and like, hey, I want a bottle.
Yep. You can hit me. Yep. You can hit me simple as that, and I'll get it to you.
What's your IG?
It's Perfeq Mix. PERFEQ Mix.
Money. All right, man. We'll talk soon.
Appreciate you, my boy.
Know it.
Already.